Hello, this is Mac. I haven't been on Mac commentary for quite a while, but so many things have been happening in this world here that I figure that I have to go back and make some comments about things and get things started up again. I noticed that things that we as people, things are getting worse and worse. I thought they would be getting better by now. After all these years that I've lived, I thought by now we would be in a perfect society almost. I know nothing is perfect. No human being is perfect. The only perfect things that we've had in this world has been the creation of the earth and mankind. And Jesus Christ was the only perfect human being who was also spiritual as well. But he was man while he was on this earth. And he was a perfect man. But the way things are going now, this like we just taking a step backwards. I remember my father saying, hey, you look like every step you take forward, you're taking two backwards. Get focused. And that's what I kind of see is happening here, that as we take a step forward, we take two backwards. And we want to know why blacks in America are not doing as well as they should. It's because we've been controlled most of our lives by a power that's mightier than any individual person in the black race. And the only way we can overcome that is through unity. I remember graduating high school. Our motto was strength in unity. And of course, that was during the civil rights era. And afterwards, we had strength because we were unified. But that's not happening anymore. It seemed like the powers that be had to figure out a way that they could control us in other ways. They dumped drugs in our community to control us that way. That didn't work. That didn't kill us off. They then look, and some of our young people started to rapping, and it was conscious rap. And next thing you know, someone saw the opportunity how they could not only to make billions, but how they could also control the narrative of the blacks, take away the conscious rap and replace it with negativism, like the gangster rap. All of this was done for control, and it's nothing but simple brainwashing, really. As an ex-military man, That's what they did to us when I was in the Army. We call it psychological warfare. And that's what they tried to teach us that so that we could employ that against our enemy. But they was doing the same thing. They was also brainwashing the troops as well, us, the soldiers. And now they are doing that. They are perpetrating the psychological warfare against us as a people. You can't tell me, and I noticed this back in the early 90s when the NWA and others came out with that denigrating and shooting and killing lyrics of the rap. All of that was another way to try to get blacks to commit genocide through killing their own, Take the men out. Because that reminds me of a time I had a supervisor. And he was supposedly joking to me. I kind of smiled at it. What he told me, he said, well, what we should do, we should get rid of all the blacks and put them in a state somewhere like Mississippi. I said, yeah? He said, no, I take it back. Just put all the black men there and leave the black women out. I knew this guy kind of liked the black woman that worked on the job with us. So, but that's been the whole strategy of them, is to try to obliterate, get rid of the black man. If they get rid of the black man, everything would be okay. Just keep the black women. If you look at society right now, that is what they're still doing. And that's why with that rap, it helped them to achieve that. Because these guys talk about killing and shooting other black men. And a lot of black men have lost their lives to other blacks in the hood. But as the black men have been killing each other, what have the black women been doing? They have been given the opportunities to continue their education and to rise up in society on these jobs. They've been told that they don't need a man, especially a black man. And so what they do now, they either get divorced, or they never get married, or they go out there and they find a man to have a child with, and they raise those children themselves. And then what happens? If it's a boy child raised by a woman, he grows up with feminine characteristics, I would say, which is you can see that today, how they wear their hair and how they talk and how they move. And so this is what they want to achieve. Get rid of the black man. Make him into something that's not supported by biblical teachings. And it surprises me that with blacks being some of the most religious people on this earth and in this country, that they don't see what is happening. And yet, I have Christians to tell me everybody can do whatever they want to. I agree with that. But do you think that these same people should be out here trying to perpetuate this type of behavior on the rest of the society? I don't think so. I think it's just a very bad thing that is happening, especially to us. They've tried to push this thing off on other countries, this type of value system, if you want to call it that. But African countries said they would not accept that. Because the family is the nucleus of all societies. If a society is not based on family, it will soon self-destruct. Just look at what's happening in the United States right now. We're on a path of destruction. Let's look around you. Look at the attitude. Look at the shootings and the killings that's going on. More so than this. Every week or so, we hear of some mass killings. Nobody's trying to figure out and ask, why is this happening? But they know it's happening. So with the use of rap, they are now mobilized where that rap now has become something, because it's been promoted, it's been pushed, it's been made mainstream. You go to high school football games and you hear this rap belting out, nigger this, nigger that. Well, they shoot that nigger. I mean, it's all over. It's all over the airways. At your sporting events, you got the gangster rap coming up. And who do they celebrate? Who are the new billionaires and the leaders that they have created? Rappers. I hate to say this, but you don't see them pushing any legitimate businessman who's done things or who has no affiliation with any type of influencing. You don't see any of this being pushed. You don't see them being pushed to excel in the business world. And we think that all these rappers out there, that they are running the show, but they're not running anything. And we know who are running the show for them. But because they are influencers, they go and they put them out there, and people will follow them. But we're going to get into that more during our next video on this topic. So have a good day, and I will see you soon.